Today, we have a story up on Jewish human rights organization condemning the city of Ottawa for allowing a conference in a city facility involving a member of the Popular Front for Liberation of Palestine, calling them a terrorist organization that the government is allowing in Canada. Also, federal agencies are warehousing millions of rapid tests as Public Health Agency of Canada is stopping the distribution of tests to provinces. Chief Public Health Officer Theresa Tam said at this stage of the pandemic, some responsibilities are falling back to provinces. This comes just weeks after Parliament voted to spend billions more with COVID response suppliers. Interesting story. Opposition MPs are calling Chrystia Freeland, finance minister, too busy to pay attention to her budget bill, C-19, as it's being chopped by opposition MPs and is struggling to be passed through Parliament. Over $100,000 has been billed after 6 Canadian officials attended a UN climate conference. Airfare amounted to $37,000, including over $11,000 for Environmental Minister Stephen Guilbeault, just for his airfare travel. After the conference, he didn't mention his air travel, but he did make statements saying that the climate crisis is upon us and we all have to work together. So very interesting as he takes presumably private planes all over Europe and
or at
with
least
the Canadian team.
First class so he can stretch his legs out. I mean, those orange jumpsuits can be chafing.
Yes. As well with air travel, Melanie has a story coming out later today about the gong shows that are going on at airports as people are trying to get back into traveling and facing 6-hour waits at Toronto Pearson and still not getting on their flights and missing them. So that'll be up later. But for now, fans can read up on Saskatchewan Roughriders and the final cut as we have that break it down on the site. Another story coming out later today is on a story out of Texas. An interesting showcase showed last Saturday, a drag show for all ages. Videos came out showing provocative messaging and dancing and children giving the dancers cash as they danced and whatnot. So we'll have that up in a bit today.
Great. Well, always lots on the go. So you've jumped back in feet first into another crazy news week. So I'll let you get back to it. And thanks for the check-in.
Thanks, Corey.
All right. So yes, that's the Western Standard's Eva Sudik. And as we said, we've got, I always say that and remind everybody, we've got reporters across the country, and we even dragged poor Eva back into the office away from the coast. Now that the weather's getting nicer out there. But the reason we can do that, guys, is because you subscribed. So, hey, I appreciate the people who've already subscribed. It's fantastic. Subscriptions have been going great. This is how we stay independent. This is how we don't put out crap like the CTV has been. It's funny, the CTV and that legacy media, they sound just like the Liberal government. Their agenda sounds almost exactly the same. The reason for it? Well, who's paying their bills? Who's paying media bailouts all over the place? When you're taking money on any level from somebody, particularly the government, you suddenly become beholden to them. Now, I'm not saying for sure that's why they're going that way, but it sure sort of looks that way. We stay independent because we rely on you guys. So, hey, check it out at westernstandard.news/membership. Take out a subscription. It's well worth it. For less than $10 a month, if you take out an annual, less than a newspaper subscription used to be, full access to all of our reporters, our columns, all of that unique content stuff as it's breaking. We just got a whole pile of new cameras and things in too. So we're going to be getting a lot more original footage and things out there with reporters on the ground. We're really expanding and it's going great. So if you haven't subscribed already, get on there, guys. We appreciate those who already have, and we'll appreciate the ones who come on.